So then now we've got Strapi up and running. Next we need to make some content so that we can eventually fetch it from our front end application. Now the way we do this is by first making a content type using the content type builder plugin right here. Now a content type is basically a blueprint for a piece of content. It describes what fields the content should have and what data types they should be. For example, a blog content type might have a title field, a body field, and an author field, all of which could be text fields. For our project, I want to create a review content type. So how do we do this? Well, first of all, click on the content type builder link right here. Then you'll see 3 different headings on the left: collection types, single types, and components. Now, collection types are what we're interested in. Basically, these are types which you'll have more than one of in your site. For example, we'll have more than one review on our website. If it was a blog site, it would be more than one blog, hopefully. So for these things, we'd use a collection type. Now, a single type would be for a unique piece of content where there's only one of that type. For example, a homepage, which might have a title, an about section, a list of featured blog links, and a banner image. We wouldn't have a collection type for that type of content, just a single one. So we'd use a single type for that. Finally, a component is just a collection of fields that you might use in many different types. For example, if you had a bunch of different pages as single types, like the homepage, an about page, contact, etc., and on all those pages, you might have some fields, but not all of them, just some that are the same on each one, like a title field and a body field and a banner image. Instead of adding each of those fields for every single type manually that you make, you can just make a component to group those fields together, and then you can drop that component in any of the types that use those fields. Anyway, let's create a collection type for now by clicking this link right here. So give this, first of all, a display name and make sure it's singular, not plural. Strapi automatically pluralizes it for us. I'm going to call it review and then click on continue. Now, next it wants us to define the different fields and field types for this content type. For our reviews, we want a title field, which is of type text. So click on text. Then we give the field a name. I'm going to call it title. Now, it can be short text or long text. Short is best for a title. If you then click on advanced settings at the top, you can give it a default value if you want. You can also make it a required field, which I will, and you can make it a unique field so that no 2 review titles can be the same. That makes sense to me, so I'm going to check that as well. You could also give it a min and max length if you want, or make it private so that API calls don't retrieve it. We'll just click on add another field for now. So now I need a rating field, which is going to be a number. So click on number for the type, and we're going to give this a name of rating. And then choose a number format. Ours is going to be an integer, but you can also choose the other formats as well if you prefer. Now under advanced, we'll make it required, and we'll also add this time a min value, which is going to be 1. So the lowest score will be 1 for a game, and a max value, which is going to be 10. So this field can only be a number from 1 to 10. Then click on add another field, and finally I want to add some kind of body field for the review body, and that is going to be text. However, this time it's going to be rich text, so we can add format into it if we wish, like bold or underlined text. So click on that and call it body. And if we want to, we could go to advanced, and we could also make it required. And now we can click on finish. So now we have all the different fields for our content type of review. So now we just need to save the content type right here to save that content type. In order to do this, Strapi needs to save it and maybe refresh the server. Alright then, so now that's done, we can see the new content type up here. And if we click on that, we can see a list of reviews, of which there are currently none. So let's make a few now. So I'm going to click on add up here to add a new review. And then I'm going to add in a new title. Now I'm going to make the first one for Mario Golf. Then I'm just going to add in some body. I'm just going to paste in a load of lorem ipsum right here. I'm not going to add any special formatting just yet. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the series, and we'll add formatting like bold text or underlined text then. So finally, let's just add a pretty generous rating of 9 since I like Mario and his friends. Alright, so then we just need to click on save, which saves the review. But now we also, as well, need to click on publish to make it public. So if we try to retrieve it by using the Strapi API, it sends us the data back. Alright, so that's one review done. I'm just going to add a few more now, and I'm going to speed up the playback for you. Okie dokie, so now we have created 5 reviews, and we want to be able to fetch these from our front end website later so that we can show them in the browser. We'll be doing that using a React site later on in the course, but first of all, I just quickly want to show you something. So you know when we created a new content type in Strapi for reviews? Well, Strapi also created an endpoint for us to access the review content, and it added that endpoint into the backend code inside the API folder. So remember, this backend folder is the code generated when we made a new Strapi site, and it's what's powering our Strapi backend. Now, if we open the API folder, we can now see a review folder. That's the content type we created. So when we created that type, Strapi generated this folder for us, and inside that is a config folder, and in that is a routes file. Now, this is a JSON file which lists all of the endpoints that Strapi gives us to interact with this review data. So we can see we'd make a GET request to /reviews, and that's going to run this find handler, which will get us all of the reviews. If we use the /reviews /ID endpoint, Strapi will get us a single review with the ID. And we have other endpoints that we can use as well. The reason I'm showing you this is because these are the endpoints we'll be using to test and fetch our data in the next lesson.